Today is finally the day that I tell the story of how the heck I ended up on Netflix. Here we go. Hey friends, it's Sarah. Welcome to or back to my channel. Thank you for being here. Grab your champagne, grab your beer, grab your cider, grab your water, grab your tea, grab your coffee. Comment down below what you're drinking. I'm curious. And today is the story of the time that I was on a Netflix show called Trinkets and how that came to be and how that experience was and my recommendations for you if you want to get on Netflix. All right, before we jump into the video, today we have our first sponsor, which is so crazy to me that I've been doing YouTube not even like consistently for 6 months and we have a sponsor. So thank you so much to everyone who's watched and subscribed and supported to me. This has been a lifelong dream of mine and the fact that it's happening is really crazy. So thank you so much, and thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. So Ana Luisa is a sustainable fine jewelry company based out of New York City, and I'm obsessed with them. I'll go ahead and show you the pieces they sent me. They sent me this gorgeous pearl necklace. If you have been watching my last couple of videos, you may have heard me mention Harry Styles once or twice or thrice or 4 times, but Harry Styles wears pearls, so I'm gonna wear pearls. This is an organic pearl necklace, which I had no idea was even possible, but I love how dainty it is, but it's still kind of that chunky look like Harry likes and that I like. So I think this is super cute. Next thing that I got were these earrings. These are super like vintagey to me and they're just really cute. Again, they're organic pearls, but they're these really cute hearts. They are studs. I just think these are super unique. My mom saw these and she was like, I've never seen earrings like that. And I was like, girl, me too. So I really like these. They really go with anything and they add a pop of color, which I love. Last but not least, I have been into rings for the first time in my life. I got this little braided one. And I've been wearing this literally nonstop, and as you can see, there's no like annoying black marks, which some cheap jewelry can give you, and this is definitely not like low quality jewelry at all. I'm really impressed with their quality, and above all else, I love that they're a sustainable brand. I think especially during the holiday times, especially right now, it's so important to shop sustainably because yes, voting season is over, but we have the opportunity to vote every single day with our dollar, and you can do that in so many ways: by shopping secondhand, by shopping small businesses, and by shopping sustainable businesses like Ana Luisa. So Ana Luisa is having a Black Friday sale. I believe it's buy one get one at 50% off right now, so I will leave the link in my description if you want to check it out. I definitely would recommend it. If I had to choose my favorite, I don't know, probably these earrings, just because they're so unique and so fun and so me. Thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Again, check them out, you won't regret it. And let's jump back into the video. I was on screen on season 1 of Trinkets, and I also worked behind the scenes of season 1 and season 2 of Trinkets, which filmed here in Portland, Oregon, which is where I live. Okay, so I asked you if you had any questions, and the most common question was, how? How does one get to be on a Netflix show? So let me tell you the story. So I wake up drunk as heck and I see this text from this number I don't know, and it was like, they were like, hey, this is Adam from Adam and the Backgrounds. We're casting for a Netflix show. Do you still have short hair? And like, at first, this text seems fishy, right? First of all, I'm not sober. Second of all, text from numbers that you don't know, usually not something you want to answer, right? But for some reason, I had a gut feeling that this wasn't a scam. Y'all know that I've been scammed before. Anyways, I had forgotten that I had signed up to a website called Adam and the Backgrounds when I was like 16, and it's crazy because I'm now interning for them, which is like full circle craziness. Adam in the Backgrounds is one of 2 of Portland's main background casting agencies where they cast people for the background, but they also cast stand-ins and photo doubles. That's how they had my name and information. So I'll leave the link down below if you're in the Portland area and you want to get into extraing. It's a great way to learn about the film industry without having a lot of pressure on you to mess up, because it's a quite high pressure environment. Some people make it that way, but it's definitely fun. It's a good way to learn if you choose to do so. So I get this text from a number, didn't know. It said, can you send me pictures of your short hair? At the time, I had my pixie cut. Insert the pictures that I sent him here. So I sent this guy, Adam, these pictures of my hair, and he was like, we want you to be a photo double and a stand-in. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I had never been on a set before. I knew what like an extra was, like someone in the background. I know what actors were, but stand-ins and photo doubles, I was like, you want me to do what? And he was like, yeah, for the main character. And I was like, sure. So I was a photo double and stand-in that day. A photo double, didn't know these jobs existed. A photo double is, sometimes they'll hire photo doubles for minors and sometimes they'll hire them just to save time. I was a save time person. So basically the main actress and I were, the main actress is Brianna Hildebrand. So we were filming in the same place. Brianna was filming with her lines, like she was speaking and stuff. I wasn't an actress at the time, so I didn't have any lines, but what they'll do if they need close-up shots of, say, the main actor's hands or the main actor walking, but just like the back of them, or just their outline of their body, or just something that looks like them, but they aren't necessarily close-ups of their face, they might be using a photo double, like me. It just saves time, because while I was doing that, and it was a silent shot, Brianna was on the other side of the store filming, so it saved us like an hour or 2, because then she didn't have to come do these simple shots that I could have done. And the opening scene of the show is me on my first day, which is crazy. My hands stealing stuff. Ooh, those are these hands, baby. Okay, so I told you what a photo double is. Now, what I did most days was a stand-in, so I didn't know this job existed either. So what happens when you're on a set is the actors, the characters come and they do a rehearsal of their lines, obviously, but also where they're gonna stand and how they're gonna move throughout the shot, because that is how the camera department and grip, lighting department, and everything else that goes on to physically make the shots will know where to position their cameras and what lights to use. So they'll go through like 1 or 2 rounds of this rehearsal, and then they'll call in the stand-ins, and the stand-ins will stand in the spots that the actors are standing in. Generally, stand-ins are same height, same skin tone, same build, sometimes same hair, like in my case. And yeah, they basically are just helping out the camera crew and lighting crew with how the heck to execute a shot and make it look good. And sometimes that can take up to an hour, so they want the actors to go sit down and chill so they can prepare for the scenes. So that's what I did most days. It was really fun. It's an awesome way to learn, again, the ins and outs of the film set, just because it's really not that hard of a job. You can be bad at it for sure, but it's not that hard. And again, if you choose to pay attention, you can learn so much, because it's an observing job. You have to pay attention to what people are telling you to do, but when you're just standing there, you have the chance to really hyper focus in on like the camera and what the camera crew is doing and what the directors are thinking and what the assistant directors are doing, and you can just, it's a fly on the wall kind of job where you can learn a lot of stuff just by observing. It's really fun. Another thing that goes on with standing in is that you have to match the colors that the actors are wearing. So say they're wearing a white shirt, you can't wear a black shirt because it's going to show up differently on camera. So when the lighting department is setting up their lights, you're wearing a black shirt, and then the actors come in and you're wearing a white shirt, it might look different, and that's just annoying and too much back and forth. So what would happen in the morning, I would generally bring a big bag that matched Elodie's style, like the longer you go on, the more you get to know the character that you're working with and their style and what clothes they tend to wear. So I would have a bag of common colors that she would wear, but then sometimes the wardrobe department would give me something called color coverage, which basically just matches semi-close to what the character is actually wearing in that scene. So again, it helps the lighting department. Okay, in terms of technical experience, this is what I wish I would have known, because the film industry is so much different than I thought it was. And it's just as magical as I thought it was, but it's way more work than I thought it was. People say they lose the movie magic as they go on in this industry. I don't really know how. I don't understand how you could be on a set and like be sad. I mean, I've been sad on set and I've cried on set, but at the end of the day, you're getting paid to make a movie, and that is magical. So I can't complain. But I just want to be real with you on what to expect if you decide to maybe extra or stand in or photo double or maybe pursue this industry. One, if you are not an actor, a director, a producer, maybe a cameraman, you're not gonna get paid as much as you think you will, which doesn't mean you can't do it. I know lots of people who are film industry people full-time, myself included, hopefully in the future. But for example, my job as a stand-in paid $14.50 an hour. Good thing in Oregon is you get double time? No, time and a half for when you hit over 40 hours, which was so easy, because that's another thing. The hours are crazy, and I almost didn't do season 2 because of how crazy the hours were, because my mental health and my sleep are drastically tied together, and it messes you up in terms of sleep. So keep that in mind. Like, for example, we'll have a night shoot starting at 8 p.m. and I won't get home in bed till 9, 10 a.m. the next day, and we'll be in the freezing cold rain all night. Again, movie magic. I would not complain about it ever, but that's just the reality. It's consistently random, and you have to be able to drink coffee at 3 a.m. and just deal with it. And if you can't hang, unfortunately you're out. It is hard work. I mean, it's magical, but it's also, you know, it's how people pay their bills. Like, it's not all just like, hee, we're making a movie. Like, it's work, and you have to be professional at it, and you have to have a good attitude, and you have to know when's a good time to joke around and when's not a good time to joke around. And it's just all things that you learn along the way. There's not really a guidebook, but just keep those things in mind. The hours, crazy. The pay, I mean, $14.50 is the highest paying job I've ever had. Would it be hard to get by on that salary? It's hourly, but yes, especially because where I live, Portland, we're not filming year round, especially during a pandemic, like LA is. So you have to keep that in mind. If you do live in Portland though, there's way less people in Portland trying to go for the same job than there is in LA. In LA, you have probably you have more opportunities, but way more people. Here you have less opportunities, but less people. So you kind of got to pick and choose what you want to go for. But that's just it for the Portland industry. I have no idea about Atlanta. I've never worked in LA. Okay, so pros, movie magic. I was on Netflix. There's no bigger pro than being able to be a part of a show and then watching it come together and be like, oh my god, do you remember that? Do you remember when that happened? Do you remember when that happened? And especially when season 2 came out in, like, I don't know, it was July. It just made me cry because we filmed that in winter 2019 and we had no idea what was going to happen this year. And so to be able to like think about all the good memories that I had with everyone was so amazing. And the friend, like, you really do become a family. Amazing. There's so many different types of personalities, and you get to see so many things that you would have never been able to see, and you have so many stories that most people don't have, and that is just so, it's like, it gives you the butterflies, and it's really cool. You have to have a hard shell because the shit is expensive. expensive. If you waste a minute, you're wasting thousands of dollars, and you don't want to waste anyone's time. And if you're not ready to maybe deal with not getting yelled at, but like kind of, I've definitely cried because of it, but it's all to make you a better film industry person. Hopefully that makes sense. But it is kind of a high pressure situation. You just don't want to mess up, especially like when there's millions of dollars on the line. It's like you don't want to break anything. Like the cameras, there's this thing called steady cams that like attach to people's bodies that are like 80 pounds that cost $250,000. But it's worth it, and I would do it 100% a million times again and again and again, and I hope to do it for the rest of my life because it's the love of my life and I love it, and it's just like magical. Every time I think about it, I want to cry because it's just magic. This is the jacket that Netflix gave us as a wrap gift. It's got the Netflix N on it, and it's got trinkets. Generally when shows end, you get wrap gifts. The season 2 was a like duffel bag that had the logo. There's so much fuzz. That had the logo of the high school that all the characters went to, but it's like way up in my closet and I'm way too short, and I had half a glass of champagne and I just like don't want to deal with that right now, you know what I mean? Okay, so as far as a couple of tips, if you're wondering, okay, I'm glad you got onto Netflix, but how do I get onto Netflix? Facebook. Go ahead and search up, especially if you're in the Portland area, search up local groups like Portland Film Hub, Portland Casting Hub, or anything with your city, like Chicago Casting Hub, Chicago Film Hub, Atlanta, wherever you live, as long as it's like a established city, you probably have a thing or two filming there. And a lot of people who are trying to get started use Facebook to connect with people. Just listen to your gut feeling and make sure that they're not sketchy. You can tell by your gut, you know what I mean? My second tip would be to find the extras casting agencies in your area and get started that way. That's how I got started, and now I'm interning for the casting agency and things are going really well. So that's a really fun, again, low stakes way to learn a lot and see if you're even interested. And then last but not least, I would recommend maybe taking some local acting classes. I finally took my first acting class this year, and it was on Zoom because I was way too afraid to take one in person because social anxiety. But yeah, definitely check those out, and a lot of people who are in those, and especially the teachers, can have some tips for you as well because they're in your city, and obviously I'm not in your city, I'm just in Portland, so like that's maybe a better way to do it, you know what I mean? Friends, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting. If you haven't watched season 1 or season 2 of Trinkets on Netflix, you should probably do that so you know what this video is about. Never stop chasing your dreams. Always be kind to each other. If you like my face, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below what kind of videos you want to see next. Follow me on Instagram if you have nothing else to do. Don't forget to check out Ana Luisa and their awesome deals for Black Friday if you want to shop sustainably this holiday season. Get some early shopping done online. You know, it's safe, it's fast, and she's sustainable. So what more could you want in 2020? Again, big thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. And I will see you in the next video. I forgot to give you a hug at the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna give you it now because we all need a little hug in our life. You know what I mean? Bring it in. Bye.